Hello everyone, and welcome to the presentation for the Construction Department at Hastings All Valley Campus for Taster Day and Year 11s. I'd like to welcome you along. Over the course of this presentation, you're going to meet some of the tutors in the department. You're going to hear all about the different subjects we teach and the courses you can join next year, and you get an opportunity at the end to ask questions if there's anything you didn't understand or you want to ask. There's a live chat room at the end also, and the details of the campus will be up on the screen, so you can contact us by phone or email as well. Welcome along. My name's Freya Eames and I'm the head of construction here at Hastings. The construction department is based in the All Valley campus. It's a little way from Station Plaza and it's easily accessible by train, and there's a free car park if you need a lift to be dropped off. Contains state-of-the-art workshops for all your training needs, classrooms, a library, as well as a canteen and lots of other student services. It's easy to get to and it's the best place to come if you want to study construction in Hastings. So why study construction with us here at Hastings at All Valley? Well, we teach a load of subjects, a whole range across construction and building industries. I've listed them on the slide here: carpentry, joinery, brickwork, painting and decorating. We run multi-skills and maintenance courses, as well as plumbing and electrical installations. It's important for you to understand that if you come and study with us, you will be on what's known as a study program. Bundled into that is the subject that you're studying, learning your skills, your construction tool skills, as well as English and maths to level 2 if you need it, if you haven't had it from school, if you haven't achieved it at school, sorry. You'll also be doing work experience, a minimum of 30 hours per course every year, and there'll be a chance to engage in social action. And what that means is that you can go out into the local community and volunteer and work using your skills to help your community. And for us, that's Hastings and All Valley. All our courses are City and Guilds approved. All of the tutors that you meet and all of the technical staff are fully qualified and have all worked in the industry, so you're in the hands of experts. Progression through the courses can take 3 years, depending on what level you join us at. Most of you watching this presentation will be Year 11 students, or you may have done 1 year at college already. I'm going to talk through this slide, and as I said, if you've got any questions at the end, you can call us up or email. Progression means moving through the levels. Most people start entry level or level 1. You may or may not have an English or maths GCSE. You will be required to study maths and English to level 2 in your time at college with us. There are specialist teachers to do this, and your subject tutors will help. We find it's much more helpful to learn English and maths if you're also studying a trade that you really enjoy, because it makes it easier. At Hastings or Valley, you can progress through from entry level to level 3 in most subjects, although a level 2 will allow you to go on site and work if that's what you want to do. We'll also be offering the T level in construction and planning as of next year. That's equivalent to an A level. You can go on to study HNC, HND with East Sussex College, and that can get you an entry into university studies if you want to go on to be an architect or a planner, for example. A lot of the people that come through the department, their career progression is really to employment. You can go into a trade at a starter level, you can join as a labourer, you can become skilled, you can get your level 2 diploma, sit the CSCS CSCS health and safety card, or you can apply for an apprenticeship. An apprenticeship is where you work and study 1 day a week at college. That's called day release. You would be treated exactly like the rest of our students. The difference would be that you'd be working on site the rest of the week. As far as work experience is concerned, you will do it in the local community with an employer. We can help you find that placement, but it's up to you to engage with that and make the most of it. We have placements with local companies all over Sussex, and this has been very successful in getting people into work afterwards. As I mentioned before, social action projects are where you can work voluntarily using your skills that you've learned with us to help people in your community, such as community centres, youth clubs, charities, etc., etc. Learning construction is all about experience. You can't do it until you've done it, if that makes sense. You have to have the practice. So we really push you to get out there, get work experience, to combine with your course studies. Because construction is such a specialist trade, you will need some extra equipment and kit for your course. You won't be allowed into any of the workshops without your PPE, that's personal protective equipment, and on here's the list: high-vis, safety boots, gloves and glasses. Some of the special courses also have their own PPE in the workshops that you might need to use. A lot of our courses require you to purchase a toolkit, and you'll get sent details of that with your enrolment information. The people you see in this photograph are on a work experience with Barratt Homes. They all went on site for 2 weeks. They thoroughly enjoyed it, and 2 of them got apprenticeships off the back of it. And as you can see, they're all looking safe and they all look like they're enjoying themselves. And that's what we want for you. Don't forget there are theory classes, so you'll need papers, pens, etc., just like at school. And I'm now going to hand you over to my friend Lee in plumbing. Cheerio.
Thanks, Brian. My name's Lee Dunstall. I'm one of the plumbing lecturers here at Ore Valley. Depending on your GCSE grades, it will depend on what level you go in at. So if you've got GCSE grades C or the equivalent of 4s or 5s, you'll go on to level 2. If you're below that, you'll go on to level 1. Regardless of level 1 or level 2, you'll have to do 50% practical and 50% theory. So at level 1, there's 10 paper-based exams. And within that, you will do some practical assessments as well. So you'll learn how to do the training from bench work, from doing copper, low carbon steel, all the way up to plastic. And then you'll learn how to do some radiator installations and some basin and maybe toilet installations. So that's to give you a bit of an idea what level 1's about. Also, just to add, with the exams, you've got to get 80% to pass the exams. They're all written. So once you've done those, you'll leave the exam room and then they'll be marked and you'll get the results within 24 hours. Level 2 is a little bit harder with the fact that you've got to do 9 online exams. Those exams will be health and safety, cold water, hot water, very much like the level 1, sanitation, drainage. From there, you will then also do your practical assessments. And again, you'll start off with doing health and safety. You'll do the bench work side of things. So you'll learn how to use copper, low carbon steel, plastic. But once you've achieved those, then you'll go on to the bigger assessments. So those bigger assessments will be going on to installation of a cloakroom, an airing cupboard, and a bathroom. The bathroom's the big assessment, which normally takes up to 28 hours, which is roughly about 5 days of workshop time. The exams are broken down to, if you get 60% in the exam, you get a pass. If you get above 70%, you get a merit. And anything above 80%, you get a distinction. So here at the college, we're always aiming to push you for those distinctions. Also, we offer level 3. So the progression would be to do level 1 or level 2. On there will be then level 3. And then hopefully you would then find an apprenticeship with the help of the college, where you may know somebody. From there, you then convert those into an MBQ. We have the state-of-the-art workshop that is equipped to ensure that you will pass your Sitting Guilds qualifications at level 1, level 2, and all staff are fully qualified, really friendly to help you to achieve your goals. So here's just a few slides of our lecturers here helping out the students. So it's just to give you a bit of an idea of that they do lots of bending. You'll learn that at level 1, level 2, and then in the bottom right-hand corner of the PowerPoint is a student that's actually doing an installation up to a boiler, which is a level 3 qualification. Thank you for listening. I'd like to pass you over to Graham, one of the electrical lecturers.
Hi, I'm Graham Jones, a lecturer in electrical installations. The electrical department based at the Ore Valley campus is equipped with resources to the latest edition of BS 7671, the standards that govern the electrical industry. We run courses over 3 years. In the first year, you will cover all the basic skills needed for a career in the electrical engineering field. Much of what we cover can be used as a starting point for a wide range of firms, both large and small. You will need GCSE, English and Maths at least at level 3 or 4. However, if you don't get the grades you were hoping for, we also provide an opportunity to study these alongside your college course. In the first year, you will cover a range of topics including health and safety with an emphasis on electrical safety, the science and maths behind electrical systems, and practice constructing electrical circuits which underpin knowledge needed in other areas. Year 2 goes on to develop these areas in a much greater depth. Finally, Year 3 focuses on design aspects of electrical engineering, and you will be given an opportunity to carry out an electrical design project using the latest standards. Our workshops are fully equipped to help any budding electrician or electrical engineer develop the knowledge, skill and understanding to be successful. I will now hand over to my colleague Tony Brooks in painting and decorating.
Thank you, Graham. Hi, my name's Tony. I'm one of the painting and decorating lecturers in the construction department at the Ore Valley campus in Hastings. I'd just like to tell you a little about the courses that we offer in the painting and decorating section. We currently run full-time painting and decorating courses at levels 1, 2 and level 3. We also teach decorating skills to students on the foundation and multi-skills courses. Most of our students join us on courses at level 1. That is, unless they've already have experience in the industry or a level 1 qualification, in which case they may start with us at level 2. Our City and Guilds level 1 course has 7 units of study. They're health and safety, the principles of building, access equipment, where you'll learn how to erect ladders and podiums and tower scaffolds safely, preparation of surfaces, the application of paint and the application of wallpaper, and also a unit on specialist decorative finishes. This is where you use specialist materials to create paint effects such as rag rolling and sponge stippling and stenciling. Each of these units is assessed in 2 ways. You'll be observed conducting a practical assessment, and you'll also be tested on your subject knowledge with a multiple choice exam. Our painting and decorating workshop is purpose built, and it's fully equipped with all the tools, the materials and the equipment that you'll need in order to conduct one of our courses. This means you don't have to buy yourself a toolkit or paint or wallpaper to do any of our courses. During your course, you'll have regular progress review meetings with your tutor. This will support you in planning your targets and to help you achieve. Most of our level 1 students progress to a full-time level 2 course, or they move on to an apprenticeship in their 2nd year. If you've got any questions about any of this, please contact me at college and I'll be glad to help you. I'd now like to pass over to Terry, who's one of the lecturers in our brickwork section.
Terry, I'm the level 1B Sussex College in the level 1 course. During your time at the college, which will hopefully be a 2-year course because you can progress to go on to level 2, it's vitally important, if possible, that you can gain your as good a results as possible in your English and maths. The better those grades are, the more this will help you in the subject, because there is a reasonable amount of maths and English involved in calculations, etc. During your time on the course, you'll also be expected to complete 30 hours of work experience. This will involve you going out to a local company. This can be family related as long as they have the suitable credentials, and you get to spend a week with them and hopefully learn a lot more about the subject and the principles that go along with this. As I said, this can be family related and you can do work with a member of your family. Moving on from that, when you do study at the college, there are 4 different subjects within the subject that you can study. The first one of these being health and safety, which is vitally important within the building industry these days. As I'm sure you will be aware, one of the very first things that we will teach you is predominantly health and safety and how to keep it safe initially within the workshop, and then moving on from that, hopefully when you go out to work on site or with a building company. We also do a unit called the Principles of Building. This gives you a wider range of the building subject rather than just brickwork. So you'll learn parts of carpentry, painting and decorating, some plumbing, and very small parts of electrical work. This will hopefully give you a wider and broader knowledge of the building industry, but predominantly your work will be brickwork related in most of the units. Moving on from that, your brickwork units are 6 in number. 2 of those will be end tests online. Those will be the 2 that I've already mentioned, health and safety and the principles of building. And there are 4 test units which you do within the workshop and around the classroom-based work, which also have end tests. All of the training that you do within the workshop will be governed towards those 4 units, and you will do an end test mock model, which I will grade, and this will give you a final mark for that unit. We will discuss all of that in detail before you start, so you won't be going in blind. You'll have had plenty of time to practice those units and hopefully gain yourself a good grade. Yeah, we've got some photographs here of some students' work. Some of this is progressive work and not within the curriculum, but we've tried to push our students on and hopefully test them to the maximum of their ability. As you can see in the top corner, there's 4 lads built a retaining wall outside with the Sussex Coast logo in it. And predominantly the other areas, we just try to stretch, or I certainly try to stretch and challenge my students as much as possible to get the maximum out of your year at the college. Most of the work that you can see within the photographs is level 2 / level 3 work. And some of my level 1 students this year have actually done some of this in preparation for them to come back, hopefully in September, to do the level 2. So you won't just complete your level 1 and that'll be it. If you do extremely well, then we'll hopefully push you on and get you towards working towards your level 2 grade and qualification. Finally, the most important thing for me as a tutor is that when you come to college, you learn, but you learn in an environment that you're happy in and that you enjoy. And that's what I try to promote most of all. You are there to learn, and that's the first and foremost thing. But you will hopefully be in an environment where you're happy, safe, and one in which you can enjoy yourself. And you will enjoy yourself all the time that you're learning. Hopefully I've covered most of the bases there, and I certainly hope to see a good few of you in September. Stay safe, and I'll now pass you on to my colleague Alan Turner. Goodbye.
Hello, my name's Alan Turner and I'm one of the carpentry and joinery lecturers at Orr Valley campus. Throughout your time at Orr Valley, you will learn the basics in carpentry and joinery for level 1. This can lead to level 2 and level 3. At level 2 and level 3, you have the wonderful decision to decide whether you want to be a carpenter or a joiner. Don't get confused at this stage. At level 1, you'll be learning about both and more besides. You'll be learning the basic hand tools and power tools of how to work in wood. Level 2, you decide which one you want to be, a carpenter or a joiner. Very basically, a carpenter fits what a joiner makes. At level 1, all of this will be explained to you. We have a lot of fun at level 1, creativity and making things so that you can take home, from coffee tables to spice racks and a whole lot more. It's about discovering what you can do with wood, all the basic joints. In practical, you'll be able to practice all of this, and you'll be able to practice using all of the hand tools, chisels, planes, saws, and so on. You'll be learning about the health and safety in the workshop alongside the theory of foundations and what makes a building stand up. Let's face it, if you're going to be a site carpenter, you'll be working with a lot of other trades. Being able to communicate with these trades is key for a good, successful building site. All of the other trades that are mentioned on this video, you'll be working alongside. It's very important that we can communicate well with each other. You'll be working from drawings, using hand tools and power tools in a safe manner. Our workshops are well equipped you will have your own PPE and your own space to work in. State-of-the-art workshops, very safe, clean and tidy. You will learn how to use a broom properly and clean up after yourself. All of this is very important, but the main emphasis is to be creative and have a lot of fun making things with the wonderful substance that is wood, renewable, and let's face it, you can do anything with wood. I hope you're going to enjoy this course. It can lead to some wonderful jobs in the future, from building sites to workshops to making fine furniture or wood carving. Boat building, it can take you all over the world. Where there are trees, you will find people working in wood. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Ray Cliff and welcome. I'm going to talk you through the multi-skills and foundation programs that we teach and offer at our campus in Sussex. I'd like to talk about the programs. So we offer 4 programs in total, and these encompass the foundation program, the level 1 program, the level 2, as well as an apprenticeship program in the multi-skills trades. The entry requirements for the foundation program is GCSE, maths and or English, depending on your GCSE results. Students are expected, whilst if they were unable to achieve a GCSE grade at school, they'll be expected to participate in maths and English while studying their main program. The foundation program is based on 4 main trades and 4 skilled disciplines, and these involve carpentry, painting and decorating, bricklaying, as well as plumbing. Whilst you'll be learning in these 4 main disciplines, students will also be introduced, which is very important, to health and safety, and also in some of the principles of construction. Talking about the multi-skills level 1 program, is a diploma level, and students will have been through the foundation qualification and moved up and progression onto the level 1 diploma. Those students that will be joining the level 1 diploma, it expands upon the foundation program to include other disciplines such as plastering, block paving. There are 11 practical assessments on the actual diploma that students will be working towards and accomplishing to get your qualification at the end. For the level 2 diploma is a mixture of theory as well as practical assessments. These include 13 practical assessments that will include carpentry, P&D, bricklaying, plumbing, include plaster repairs, block paving repairs, and roof tiling repairs. There will also be 2 online assessments as well as 5 paper-based exams. All this will take place at the All Valley campus, and it's state-of-the-art, and students have enjoyed quite a diverse mixture of trade disciplines. Thank you.
Hello again and welcome back. Thanks to all the team there for all that information, and thanks to you guys for listening all the way through. I hope you've got what you needed from that. There's a lot of information, and as I said before, that any opportunity to ask questions, you can contact us. I'd just like to recap on something that came out in all of the subject areas there. You have to be very, very aware that the first thing you'll be learning is health and safety. We pride ourselves on not having accidents in our department and training you to be safe on site and in college. It's one of the fundamental things that you will learn. So go back to the slide about PPE if you need to remind yourself. And when you speak to the tutors at enrolment, make sure you've got the information about all the kit you will need, and that you learn very quickly how to behave and how to act in this working environment, because it can be dangerous, but we're training you to be safe. So it's the end of the presentation. The website is open. You can contact us via the website or via this event. It's been great talking to you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Look forward to seeing you in September. All the best. Have a great summer. Cheerio.